the story behind this car is it belongs to a Brazilian musician called Marcio Mendes, and he's in Perth. He's probably one of the best entertainers and musicians I've ever seen and heard. And those in Perth will be familiar with his work. He's all over the place. Great guy. What a great guy. Anyway, he built this car from scratch. He's not a mechanic. He's like this. He just built this car. A great guy. Anyway, he said to me one time the sound system that he did in this car, it's just awful. And I said, yeah, well, you know, we all start somewhere. And as I'm finding, it is awful. It is, it is really bad. And I'm thinking, how can this guy, who's this awesome musician, have such a shitty sound system in his little Mini? But as you say, as you can see, he's done it all himself, and it's falling apart. It's not perfect. So I said, how about you drop the car in, and I'll have a look at it. So decided we're going to do something really nice in this car. I'm not going to do a full rebuild on the car or anything like that, but I am getting rid of all this crappy carpet. I'm redoing some of the wiring. I'll redo all that dash. I'll fix up bits and pieces. I'll redo these door trims. I'll try and find close matching colours. I think we're going to do a nice three-way up front. I'll probably make panels here and put a tweeter and a mid in the dash. And I'll probably I'm going to see if I can put 4 mid-bass drivers in these kicks. I may just end up putting 1 on each side, but I'm going to see if I can squeeze 2 in. And then I'll look at the sub-stage at the back and what I can do in terms of the parcel shelf. I'm not sure. It will run a full DSP. I'll probably use all ground zero equipment, multiple amps. I'm going to change out that battery in the back, probably put some lithium cells in to save space, redo all the power cabling, tidy up all that mess under the dash. I'll redo all the sound deadening. I'm going to basically, this stuff's okay and it's stuck. I'm going to clean it all up and go over it again and do all the doors again, do the firewall. So it'll be nice and quiet. I'm going to put really thick carpet in, not this sort of cheaper stuff. And I think we'll have a good foundation to start off with a nice SQ system. It'll be dynamic, have a really good sound stage. This should work really well, especially because I'm going to get the vocals and highs right up here in the dash. I'm going to be able to time correct them, being such a nice little car. Should be great. Mid bass here, pretty close to it all. I'm pretty happy. I think this is going to come out really well. So. But yeah, we're doing this for nothing. This is, I won't say it's a charity build, but it's one of those things that I just every now and again want to do something for someone, you know, because you can. It's no other reason. I want to do this. I want to see that look on his face when he listens to his music in this car, how different it's going to be. I don't think he fully appreciates just how good this is going to sound. The value, I think, by the time we finish, I don't know, I'm guessing equipment alone, probably 10,000, and then labour on top of that would probably be another easy 10. You know, so I think equipment will go for about that 10k mark, and that would include the lithium cells if I do lithium, or an AGM, front stage, DSP, multiple amps, cabling, all copper cabling of course, and then just all the rework as well. That's mainly labour, and then the carpet, the trimming, that's not that much. So but I think that's where we're headed, and I should expect this to sound pretty darn nice. Hi everyone, so we are going to 3D scan the little Mini here to see primarily if we can fit 3 ground zero high SPL subs across the back parcel tray. This is insane, and can actually build a box in here and still leave Marcio with some room. I've got Josh driving because I'm only on my L plates with the scanner. Oh, you've actually got almost. Did that auto align, or did you add manual points? Yeah.
And this is looking pretty good, right?
That looks awesome. Yeah. How good is that? We will end up probably building an enclosure that sits under that steel parcel tray and then ports back up through a grill, as well as showing the 3/8 along the top.
Not a city thought.
Hi everyone, well thanks for tuning in, and as you can see the Mini here is complete. I'm really impressed with the tune on this car. To actually give it some depth, despite the fact you're literally sitting on top of the speakers, it has been a challenge, but it sounds phenomenal. In particular, the mid bass up front is just absolutely punching you in the face when you drive it. It's quite impressive, and a lot of that isn't tuning, a lot of that speaker position, the way we've installed the speakers in an infinite baffle arrangement. It really maximises that frequency range that the mid bass are going to play. So tomorrow Marcio gets his car back. So we're looking forward to revealing the car. He has not listened to this car or seen it in the flesh since we started. He's only seen what we've posted on social media. So it's going to be quite exciting actually, because when the car came in, it was an absolute disaster. I'm going to talk specifically just now about the wiring. Unfortunately, he's had a bad experience with somebody who's wired this car like a backyard electrician would wire up Christmas lights. It was spaghetti junction heaven under the dash. So the point where, disappointingly, we had to start again with wiring. So we've completely rewired this car. Everything on it is new, including the fuse panel that we've made behind the entire dash. So that was a bit of a setback in terms of timing and cost. We also have happened to do some mechanical work. We've done starter motor amongst other things. But we finally got there and the car's looking fantastic. All the interior trim is a big shout out to WA Textiles for providing all the material. The seats, although we've trimmed everything else, the seats have been done by CJ Trimco, a local guy. He's fantastic, so you want to check him out. And it really is that nice retro modern sort of look in the car. I liked it. I kind of had free rein on the car, and Marcio said just do what you want to do, so I did. And this is the style we've gone for, including steering wheel to match. So the car now runs and drives, which is a good thing, and the sound system is impressive. So yeah, I'm a bit speechless actually about the sound system. It's just so much better than what I was anticipating in such a small car. We are streaming, high definition streaming to a digital media receiver. This is an Alpine unit. It's quite small, high definition. This is an optic out. The optic fiber cable goes into a Goldhorn digital signal processor. Goldhorn DSPs, phenomenal guys, absolutely phenomenal. It's my new favorite DSP. We are going to run them in the next 3 cars that we're doing. Very good in terms of tunability. It's got a lot of features, very high end, and a lot of good components. You don't have a lot of colorization with the tune through the DSP. We've got some Ground Zero mids and tweets in the front. We've got actually some Morel Virtus Nano mid-bass drivers because we needed them really shallow, and they're a shallow mount. And in the back we've got our favourite subs, which are Image Dynamics. We're running 2 IDQ8s and it's infinite baffle. It's such a small car, it just works perfectly. Effectively, we've got our system amplification. Again, we're just running some nice Ground Zero Class D amplifiers, actually nothing too over the top. We are running harmonic harmony RCA. So this is one of the important things, these low capacitance, high-end RCA cables. This audio signal will not degrade and suffer through these RCAs. It is chalk and cheese, the difference. So I'm a big believer in harmonic harmony RCA cables, and there's a range that we stock. So this is a kind of a mid-tier cable we're using. And again, phenomenal. It's phenomenal. It just brings so much more of the music into this system. With all the problems he had and the system, this car's ended up being probably a lot more than what we thought. It's up around the $50,000 mark, but I think you've got value for money given we've completely retrimmed the interior of this car, we've completely rewired it, we've done a bunch of mechanical work, then all the audio plus all the labour. Again, making this curved dash, a lot of 3D printing, CNC work, and it's been an absolute joy to work on it, and I cannot wait tomorrow to reveal this car to Marcio. Here we go, stay tuned.